Superposition of two collinear oscillations having different frequencies. The phenomenon of beats. Let us consider two harmonic oscillations having amplitude A and frequencies N1 and N2 such that N1 is greater than N2 and N1 is approximately equal to N2. Meaning is that the frequency difference between the two waves is very small. Let the waves be represented by y1 is equal to a sine twice pi n1t and y2 is equal to a sine twice pi n2t. So our original relation is y is equal to a sine omega t. What is omega? Omega is equal to twice pi into frequency, and so that's why I have written omega 1, that is n1, and omega 2, that is twice pi n2. So these are the angular velocities. So n1 and n2 is the angular frequencies. Now according to the principle of superposition of waves, the resultant displacement will be given by y is equal to y1 plus y2 is equal to a sine twice pi n1t plus a sine twice pi n2t. Now you know sine a plus sine b is equal to what? Twice sine a plus b divided by 2 into cos a minus b divided by 2. So using that formula, we have written here a is here, so twice a sine a plus b divided by 2 into cos a minus b divided by 2. So twice a cos pi n1 minus n2t, here 2 to cancel, so pi n1 minus n2t, this is here, and sine twice pi n1 plus n2 divided by 2t. This is our equation number 1. Let a, capital A is equal to twice a cos pi n1 minus n2. So this is our equation number 2. And small n is equal to n1 plus n2 divided by 2. This is called average frequency. So equation 1 implies y is equal to a sine twice pi n t. So this equation 3 gives the resultant waves with amplitude A. Now you see in equation 2, amplitude A, T is here, sorry, T is here. Amplitude A depends on time. Amplitude A is not a constant quantity. Generally in a wave, amplitude is a constant quantity, but in the resultant wave, amplitude is dependent on time, t. Okay. Now position of maximum intensity. Positions of maximum intensity. Now intensity will be maximum provided resultant amplitude is maximum, and resultant amplitude will be maximum provided the term cos pi n1 minus n2t is maximum. So the value of cos pi n1 and minus n2t is maximum value is cos pi n1 minus n2 t is equal to plus minus 1. So you know cos 0 degree 1, cos 180 degree minus 1. So you can write cos n pi, where so m pi, where m is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. When m is equal to 0, cos 0 degree 1. When m is equal to 1, cos 180 degree, cos 180 degree minus 1. So you can write like this. And this implies pi n1 minus n2 t is equal to m pi. So this implies t is equal to pi cancel, pi cancel. T is equal to m divided by n1 minus n2. Okay. Now maxima will be obtained at times given by t is equal to value of m is 1, so this is your 0. Next m is equal to 1, n1 minus n2. Next m is equal to 2 by n1 minus n2, like this. So the time interval between two consecutive maximum intensities will be, suppose T1 is equal to 1 by n1 minus n2 minus 0 is equal to 2 by n1 minus n2 minus 1 by n1 minus n2 is equal to is equal to how much? 1 by n1 minus n2. 1 by n1 minus n2. So the time interval between two consecutive maxima is given by T1 is equal to 1 by n1 minus n2. Now positions of minimum intensity. Intensity will be minimum provided A is minimum. What is A minimum? A minimum is equal to 0. So for this condition, the term cos pi n1 minus n2 t must be equal to 0. So 0 will be cos 90 degree, 0 already you know, twice m plus 1 divided by 2 cos pi, where again m is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. If you put m is equal to 0, then this will be cos pi by 2, 0. And if you put m is equal to 1, this is cos thrice pi by 2. If you say cos thrice pi by 2, that is equal to 0. So this implies pi n1 minus n2 t is equal to twice m plus 1 divided by 2. So this implies what is t? T is equal to twice m plus 1 divided by twice n1 minus n2. Now the time interval between two consecutive, the time at which intensities will be minimum are given by t is equal to first time m is equal to 0, 1 by twice n1 minus n2. Next m is equal to 1, so 3 twice n1 minus n2. Next 5 twice n1 minus n2. Thus the time interval between two consecutive minima will be t2 is equal to 3 by twice n1 minus n2 minus 1 by twice n1 minus n2 is equal to 5 by twice n1 minus n2 minus 3 by twice n1 minus n2 is equal to again you will see 1 by n1 minus n2. That is what is t2, time interval between two consecutive minima is 1 by n1 minus n2. Thus we have seen that t1 is equal to t2, that is equal to n1 minus n2 is equal to suppose m. That is what is m is equal to 1 by n1 minus n2, and this m is called, suppose this is not M, this is T. This is T. So this T is called beat period. This T is called beat period. Next, beat frequency. What is beat frequency? That is, this is given by the reciprocal of the beat period, number of beats produced per second. So what is beat frequency? Suppose it is given by M. What is M? M is equal to reciprocal of beat period. That is 1 by N1 minus N2. So what is beat frequency? M is equal to N1 minus N2. Okay, next class.